about 50 winds. We actually have our storm chaser, Mike Wilhelm, who was set up in Russellville just a few moments ago. And if we can take Mike's stream, I want to see where he's headed right now. He is in WHNT. He's our new asset. He's out there chasing storms for us. He's on the Ustream feed. So I'm going to step out of the view here and let's see if we can pop his view up. Do we have Mike? Okay, we're working on getting Mike up there. But there you see the way the storms are moving from the southwest to the northeast. As soon as we get Mike's stream available, we'll pass that along and let you see what he sees out here. There it is in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. He's in Russellville. I think that's the last shot. He may be on the move right now. So sometimes when he takes down the stream, that's where the last image is what will show up until he turns it back on. And of course, he's coming to us by cellular data, so there's a good chance that he may have taken the stream down briefly. Brandon, I'm going to toss it over to you for just a moment. Earlier, we watched online as our sister station, WREG over in Memphis, watched those storms come right through downtown Memphis, had a bow echo that came up to north of Memphis earlier. That's passing north of Waynesboro, Tennessee. And then we have that line of storms, and then these storms that are now a little bit northwest of Starkville and West Point, Mississippi, coming up through Chickasaw County and Monroe County. This is where the storms that are now in northwest Alabama came from, and the environment is still very ripe. We still have plenty of instability. We still have enough shear in the atmosphere that as these storms continue to develop, they could indeed turn tornadic. And we also are watching our storm chaser Mike Wilhelm's live stream. Have it pulled up on the laptop over here. It looks like he is still trying to get into position to track this. The problem is it's moving so fast. A storm that's moving 65 miles per hour will far outrun you on the highway. So there's Mike's live stream down in the lower left-hand corner. He's in northern Franklin County trying to get up through Colbert County. And this thing may outrun him, but if there's any kind of damage, he'll be there to be able to see it and let us know about it. Of course, we also have our team over at the Shoals Bureau, and if there's anything going on there, they will certainly be able to let us know about it as well. Hopefully, this thing is aloft and we won't have any damage with it, but that's not a chance that we're willing to take, considering the damage that has already been done in Arkansas and parts of Tennessee tonight. So very
circulation weakened briefly with this storm, but it does appear, unfortunately, to be cycling back up. Again, no official reports of tornadoes on the ground, no damage reports as of yet, but back up just north of Florence, we're still seeing some significant low-level rotation. So the northern sides of Florence, if you're in St. Florine, take your tornado precautions now.
It is 2:12. I am Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson from WHNT News 19. We are monitoring a tornado warning for Madison County. Now, let's say up front, this does not include Huntsville or Madison or Newmarket or any of the towns in the northwest part of Madison County. This is the far southeastern edge of Madison County, and it's that little spot right there that is now over extreme northeastern Marshall County. That white line right there is U.S. Highway 231. That's the curve coming out of Morgan City down toward Oleander, just north of Arab. So this is north of Arab. It's north of most of Guntersville, but the polygon actually does clip the northern end of Lake Guntersville. This is U.S. Highway 431 north of the state park, just across the Madison County line. So around New Hope in southeast Madison County, you need to be in a safe place. Ben and Brandon have been watching this for the past couple of minutes on a different radar system, and we've been noticing quite a bit of rotation there, and I'm going to bring them in just a moment, and we'll kind of cover this together as we look at multiple sources. We'll keep it on this one because this has the nicest presentation, but we're seeing multiple things in the weather office that we like to look at to give us more information about what we can show you here. First of all, Ben, Brandon, you guys have something over there?
Yes, we are now simulating on WDRM 102.1. So if you are listening to us in your car, we don't need anyone along Highway 72 between Scottsboro and Woodville. If you are considering trying to get out maybe a little bit early this morning, you want to postpone that trip for a little bit longer, WDRM 102.1, Highway 72, very heavy rainfall here. Basically east of Chapman Mountain, east of Gurley, that's the most troublesome spot we were looking at right now. A lot of flooding going on around Madison into Madison County and downtown Huntsville. Let's go ahead and talk about that, Gray.
Yeah, guys, one of the things we want to give
nothing at all as far as damage reports, but there's still some rotation along Highway 72 west of Scottsboro. another, say, 10 or 15 minutes with that tornado warning for Jackson County. We can give the all clear for those folks in extreme northern Marshall County, looks like. And we've had a lot of reports of what's going on in Huntsville. A lot of some of the weather radio has been going off, of course, but this is not a Huntsville, Madison County storm as far as downtown Huntsville or Monrovia or downtown Madison. We just got a report from our own Jerry Hayes as well saying the tornado sirens are no longer sounding in South Huntsville. So this is not a system for you, even though there is a lot of flooding in downtown Madison right now, but heavy rainfall now occurring in sections of Jackson County. There's a storm track now from Brandon there in 6 minutes for Scottsboro. Stevenson in 27 minutes, and Eider up in 30 minutes. This storm.
In the lower left-hand corner, that is Mike Wilhelm's live stream. I believe that's Mike's live stream. Somebody let me know. That is Mike's. Okay, and he's got some heavy rain falling, and we are thankful for that. Mike is an experienced storm chaser, and we look forward to working with him for a long time to come now, as he's kind of our storm chasing buddy. He's our eyes out in the field. And he does a wonderful job. He was in the field on April 27th, and we used his services down in Birmingham at my former station, and he's going to be a great asset for us here at WHNT as he does this for us occasionally in the big events. He's not going to be out chasing every single rain shower or thunderstorm that exists, but if we need him, he will certainly be there. He's been doing this for a long, long time. Heavy rain is going to be more than an inconvenience, especially if you don't have one of these. I'm WHNT News 19 Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson. At WHNT News 19, we take weather forecasting very seriously. When severe weather threatens, we'll be there. But we're also making a commitment to provide you with an accurate forecast day in and day out. It's a forecast for how and where you live in the Tennessee Valley, on TV, online, and through social media. WHNT News 19, weather where you live. Education is very important to me, and I know how important it is to teachers and to students and parents. And I have had the honor of working for the past several years with AMSTI here in Alabama, developing some weather curriculum to distribute throughout elementary and middle schools across the state. It is so wonderful to go into a classroom and see the light bulbs come on because you have helped teach some element of weather or some element of science to a child.
Watch Jason Simpson on WHNT News 19.
The most important thing that you need to remember about severe weather is that there are limitations. They may have a similar look, they may have a similar feel, but they may not always produce the same result down on the ground. And it's our job to try to differentiate between those. And that's why we spend so much time back in the weather office doing our homework, looking at these storms and bringing you the information in the most timely fashion and the most accurate way that we possibly can. We're here to provide vital information to help save your life.
At WHNT News 19, we take your safety seriously. And when it comes to severe weather, we make it possible to be ready with accurate weather forecasts.
There will be some roads, some bridges that are relatively icy.
At WHNT News 19, we make it easy for you to stay connected, so you're the first to know with our live updates on TV, online, and through social media. It's about you and the information you need. Winter weather can be wicked. WHNT News 19, weather where you live.
Having a family, a wife and a new young son gives me a new perspective on what it's like for other families here in the Tennessee Valley when severe weather is approaching. There's that feeling in the pit of your stomach that you know something's coming and you want to make sure you protect your family. And that's why I want to be here for you, to make sure that you have the information to know if the storms are coming toward you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson. Watch me on WHNT News 19.
Go to the weather experts here at 5:01 and just see what the situation is right now. A lot of rain overnight, guys.
Yeah, it was really unbelievable. Here's our Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson, who's been here all night long tracking some of these storms. We had a couple of tornado warnings earlier, but fortunately for us in the Tennessee Valley, we didn't see extensive damage as far as that, just the flooding concerns.
Yeah, the biggest issue that we have here now, flash flooding. You saw the video coming in of the creek, and we have a lot of roads around Madison County that are flooded. We're trying to tweet those and put them on Facebook. But down to our south, We do know that tornado sirens are still going off in parts of Marshall County. That's because of a tornado warning in Etowah County. There is no danger to Marshall County from a tornado. In fact, the tornado watch should be dropped for a large part of the Tennessee Valley over the next couple of hours. But what's happening down to our south, just heartbreaking. In the Birmingham metropolitan area, a significant, possibly large, violent tornado came through Metro Birmingham just a little while ago. There are multiple reports of some neighborhoods that have been wiped out northeast of Birmingham in the city of Clay, the Paradise Valley subdivision. We know some children have been reported missing in the Centerpoint area. It's just a little bit more than this state can bear to hear that kind of thing again. But fortunately for this area, things have really settled down some, and Ben has zeroed in on that storm that's passing through Etowah County now. If you are in northern Etowah County, Sardis City, Mountain Borough, over toward Keener, Duck Springs, and you're watching us here, this is not a tornado warning for the areas north of Gadsden, north of Nakalula Mountain. Things are just wet. Over to the radar here and kind of look at a few things, the way it's going on. And Ben, you know, we have this line of storms that came through. We have not had damage in the Tennessee Valley, but we did have some significant damage farther to the south.
Especially in Jefferson County, as Michelle and Steve were just alluding to, and it's a search and rescue mission here. We're talking about houses completely destroyed, perhaps some folks missing down there. There are 2 more tornado warnings going on as well into Talladega County and down toward Chilton County and Clanton, perhaps a large tornado on the ground there, but closer to home. Very heavy rainfall in Jackson County. It is. And I just got a picture in from our Twitter feed, and this is what some of the damage looks like down near Birmingham. This is northeastern Jefferson County near Centerpoint in the Trussville area. Marissa Mitchell sent this one in. You can see complete devastation here, and we'll have to wait and see how big this tornado was when the survey team actually goes out and sees, you know, depending on how much